What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you for joining me for another beer review. It's Beer Monster o'clock. I've just come back from my bike ride and I really fancied a nice, refreshing lager. So that's why I've picked this one to review today. And I tried it the other day on my live, but I was quite a few beers in by then. I was about 5 or 6 beers in. And I remember really liking it, but just thinking, well, after 5 or 6 beers, you pretty much like anything, didn't you? So I'm interested, but, I was kind of wowed a bit by this beer. I'm thinking, was it just, because I was a bit intoxicated, or is this beer really good? And luckily, it was really kindly sent to me by a subscriber, Andrew, and he sent me a few bottles, so it was okay that I drank it during the live because I've got some more. And and I've wanted to review it. It's by the Samuel Smith's Old Brewery based in Tadcaster, and it's the pure brewed organic lager, full strength lager, brewed only from the purest ingredients, organic malted barley, organic hops, yeast and water. Very good brewery these. If you've not tried anything by them, trust me, give them a go. 550ml bottle, that's a bit unusual, but not complaining. It's 5% ABV, so good strength for a lager. That's sort of spot on for me for a lager, 5%. Hopefully the beer will be spot on as well. There's your bottle cap, bash for you collectors. Let's crack her open and see what she's all about, shall we? Let me know if you tried this one in the comments and if you rate it or not. And or perhaps if you would like to try it, if you've not tried it, let me know. This beer is cold matured, which allows a bottom fermentation yeast to have like a secondary fermentation. And it apparently improves the purity, conditioning and the taste of the lager. To most people, you're just going to say whatever me saying that, but I'm just letting you know. Most people it's going to go straight over your head, let's face it. Does the beer taste good or not? That's what most people are here for. They don't care what it smells like, or what it looks like. But you've got to include everybody, ain't you? Right, let's have a look at the beverage and the glassware. That is a beautiful golden colour with perfect levels of carbonation rushing up the glass. Quite a light, pale golden colour, Pilsner-esque golden colour I'm going to go for. Have a look at that. We've got a nice, brilliant white head, slightly bit of foamage going on there. Small to medium sized bubbles I'm going to go with. Check her out. Anyway, that's enough looking at the beauty. Let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas of Samuel Smith's, was it pure brewed organic lager. Do I care that it's organic? If I'm honest, no. I just care if it tastes nice or not. I couldn't give a crap if it's organic or not. Does anybody care? Let me know in the comments if you care that it's organic. Or is it just me that don't care? Let's check out the aromas of the beverage. It smells Pilsnery, herbal, bready, grassiness. Nice sort of herbaceous, hoppy aroma. Weedy and grassy. I heard Simon from Royal Craft Beer say about beer before, stinging nettles, about stinging nettles. I've got this the other night when I tried it on the live. It smells a bit like stinging nettles. And I think it tasted a bit like stinging nettles as well. Not that I've ever tasted a stinging nettle, but it just, what you imagine a stinging nettle would taste like, I suppose. I've heard him say that a few times and I thought, what a load of crap. But I actually get it from this beer, I've got to be honest. So anyway, let's chuck it down the neck and find out if it actually tastes any good. Forget what it smells like. Let's see if it's worth a buy. I think it's quite expensive if you do buy it. Obviously it was a gift, so I'm very thankful, but I think if you buy it, you're talking about £3 a bottle. Anyway, cheers everybody. Bash. You probably get on Beers Europe and stuff like that. Sorry, that beer deserved a moment of silence. yeah, I wasn't drunk the other night. Well, I might have been, but I still recognised a good beer when I was drinking it. First impressions of that. Quite possibly the best UK brewed lager I've ever had the pleasure to grace my luscious lips to. What a stunning, clean tasting lager. And you don't say that about the macro brewed UK ones, do you? Or the fake Stellas that are sort of brewed in the UK are supposed to be Belgium, or fake Spanish beers that are brewed in the UK, and your Madries and your car. They all got that arsehole-y kind of finish on them. This, right, if I was trying that in a blind test, I would never think that was a UK brewed lager. Not in a million years. It is just these Samuel Smiths are showing the ropes here. That's how you brew a UK brewed lager. That is exceptional. The dog's bollocks of a lager. It really is. It's fantastic. It's just so clean tasting, which really stands out. You've got a nice smooth draft-like mouthfeel to it, light to medium bodied, but the mouthfeel, it feels like you're drinking something on a PD or something. It's class for me. It's one of them beers. It's not like, it's flavoursome, but it's not like, there's nothing too crazy going on, but it just does everything right. It doesn't need to do anything, you know, that's going to change the world, but it just does everything how it's supposed to be done without having to add some crazy fruit to it, or, you know, it just a well-balanced, crisp, refreshing, smooth, smashable, refreshing, I've said that already, lager. It's serious. Let's go again and think about the flavours, but I love this stuff. I really do. And thank you so much. I'm not just saying it because it was sent to me, because he also sent me the wheat beer by these same brewery, and I wasn't particularly a fan of it. But this, however, is different gravy altogether. You got bready, grainy sort of malts initially. There's a slight sweetness to the malts in an almost Helles kind of way. But then towards the end, it reminds me of a Pilsner, but doesn't have that Pilsner bite. Just have as a gentle bitterness, but you're getting other elements of a Pilsner, like really grassy, like stinging nettle, weedy kind of hoppiness, which might not sound that nice. Oh yeah, beer tastes like stinging nettles. You got to try it. It's well nice. It doesn't really sell it, does it, when you say it like that? But you've got to believe me. It tastes fantastic. There's like herbal notes, very subtle in the background. Lemon, perhaps with a little bit of zest as well. As I say, it doesn't do anything too crazy. It just is so clean and refreshing. It's what a lager's supposed to be. You know, lagers ain't supposed to taste like arsehole. This doesn't. It's just so easy to drink. It's just a pleasure to drink. It really is. There's enough bitterness there just to cut through the sweetness from the malts. It's so well balanced. Perhaps a touch of pepper in there as well. If you're really looking for it. I really like that. I'd love to try that on tap. Not a lot else to say about it as far as tasting notes. Like, I feel like, how can I say it's so good when, as I say, there's nothing like you've not heard from me before if you've watched loads of my reviews of lagers. But this one just nails it. It nails it. And I mean, I'm more of a Pilsner guy. I mean, it doesn't say it's a Pilsner, but there's kind of elements for me of a Helles and a Pilsner. Taking the best elements from both styles of beer and putting them together in some ways. I say it doesn't have that Pilsner bite, but it does have a slight bite. And it's just the grassy and herbal notes with the citrus and that on the finish goes together lovely. It's not massively hoppy though, so if you don't like hoppy lagers, you'll be fine. I really think this is a very safe one to go into, as far as like, you may have sort of certain styles of lagers you prefer, but with this one, there's nothing to not like here for me. It's just an absolute cracking beer. As far as score goes out of 10. You see how I rung the bell, that means it gets at least a 9. I'm going to give it a 9.7 out of 10. I think it's fantastic, and it's so nice to have a UK brewed lager just that good. Like it matches up against the Germans, you know, and you can't say that often about a UK lager. When I was drinking it on the live the other night, I was drinking German beer, then I had this, and then I had a German beer after, and I didn't notice like yes, they were slightly different because they were different beers, but I didn't notice no drop down in quality. So that says it all. You know, other people, breweries, take note. It can be done, and these Samuel Smiths have proved it. It can be done. Start making some decent UK brew lagers, for God's sake. And if you've got the means to get hold of this beer and you've not tried it, people, give it a go. I'm pretty sure you're not going to regret it. And thanks for your time. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the review. Hit the thumbs up button if you have. Consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done already. And if you already subscribed, thank you very much. And especially if you made it this far, you're the real ones, legends. Catch you on the next one, people. Bye-bye, darlings. Yay.